Sorry. We had a minor technical difficulty.
Yeah, the USB ports stopped working. Unfortunately.
Out of nowhere, the USB port stopped working, so we had to reset everything, and we're back. We were talking about the Celtics and the Pacers. To recap, we had the Bucks beating the Pistons in 4. What would you say happens in this? You think Celtics win, 6-game series?
Yeah, 5 or 6. I mean, they could sweep them, but the Celtics just haven't. If they played to the best of their ability, they would probably sweep them, but they just haven't been playing good.
Yeah, I mean...
And the Pacers aren't a bad team because they finished the season pretty good without... I mean, Oladipo missed probably half the games maybe. Or maybe like 30 games, but still. So...
Yeah, I mean, just their talent alone, they should be able to beat them. But moving on, here's my upset.
Yeah, I thought about it too.
Here's my upset.
Sixers.
Dude, the Nets are mean,
Nets.
man. They play hard. They hit shots. You know what it is? There's something I don't like about the way the Sixers team is built. They definitely don't have chemistry when they play. First off, they should never have gotten Jimmy Butler.
You don't like that?
Anton and I have been talking about this ad nauseum with Jimmy Butler. We can't stand him. Because if you're getting moved this much around, as talented as a player as he is, there's got to be something going on with you. Anton, because Anton just knows everything about the weirdest shit.
Yeah.
Anton's like, back in the day, Jimmy Butler used to get into it with, who was the dude that played for the Celtics? Is it Jay Crowder? They played together and they used to get into it and all this stuff. And Jay Crowder was like, listen, don't act tough around me. I'll fuck you up and all this stuff, blah, blah, blah. Supposedly Jimmy Butler's a fucking, like, one of those dudes that tries too hard to be like a fucking quote-unquote alpha male type guy and, like, just tell everyone what to do. And no wonder he's being moved around. If he wasn't a fucking prick, why else would he move around so much? There's teams that should have kept him, and they moved him. You wouldn't get traded like he's been traded.
Yeah, the Timberwolves, it was weird. Because they had a pretty good squad.
Look at Chicago. Why didn't Chicago keep Jimmy Butler?
Yeah,
he's talented. They're like, you're good. But
the team's interesting though.
I think the Nets are hot, and I think that they could upset the Sixers because the Sixers don't play that great as a team.
And Embiid might not even be there game 1.
Yeah, that's what I was told. Especially if they can get out and get this game 1. Shit. I don't know. What do you think?
Well, if Embiid's hurt now, I feel like I think it's like sore. They say sore knees or something like that. That's not just gonna go away. I mean, after one game, I know you get a little break, but it's not the same frequency as the regular season, but between games. But I just feel like Embiid's probably gonna just keep getting hurt.
Is that gonna be the story of his career?
I don't know. He's been.
In my opinion, if he could fucking stay healthy, he probably end up keep improving the way he has, and be the best forward in the league.
Yeah, he could be one of the best players.
One of the best players in the league, but like, dude, he's always hurt.
Yeah, he's got some bad knees. But D'Angelo Russell, all-star.
Dude, he's nasty, man. Playing with a little chip on his shoulder too, like he's playing with a little nastiness.
Yeah. And the Sixers, like, they have Jimmy Butler as like the primary ball handler.
Yeah, which is
just kind of weird. Ben Simmons hasn't. I mean, they kind of screwed him over with that because he's. I don't know. I don't think he's learned how to play the best off ball yet.
See, the problem with Ben Simmons is he's not really.
Literally can't shoot.
He's so bad at shooting and can't threaten you with even a mid-range shot that he's probably with his size and stuff. It's easy to game plan against him.
Yeah, I mean, he's still gonna score on you a little bit.
He could drive it a tad, but even then, he's not that great. Did you know he shoots 29% from
anywhere
past 10 feet?
Yeah,
anywhere past 10 feet, he shoots 29%.
Yeah,
and he has not developed.
I think he should be the
quit banging.
He should be the ball handler. He should be the primary ball handler.
Yeah, he should.
And Jimmy Butler can score. He can shoot.
But I think that's why they want the ball in Jimmy Butler's hand more, because he's the threat to do everything.
Yeah.
You know, I just can't believe how little he's improved. Ben Simmons, 2 years in the league, and he's the same player he is when he came in.
He's got a really. I mean, I don't know. I think it was Steve Nash talking about how some of these players He says anyone can shoot free throws. It's all about you got to put the time in or whatever. And I don't know if some of these players like
I agree with that.
Just think that they don't have to put time in on certain things because they're already. I mean, you're already in the NBA, but he should be putting up shots every day of the week. Summer, I don't know.
Well, yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised. This is probably my upset pick. These Nets. I think these Nets, if they come to play, could give these Sixers a run for their money because Embiid's been bumped up. They don't play great as a team. You never know what team you're gonna get. They're up and down. If they get them with the injuries and stuff like that, I think the Nets could take them out.
Yeah, I think there's only 2 possible upsets. This one in each conference. So I think this is one of them.
Well, we'll get to it. Tell me when you get there because I have a couple opinions about some stuff in the West. And then moving on to the Raptors, like, I mean, what can you really say? The Magic aren't that good. The East
Aaron Gordon hasn't gotten better for some reason.
That's another dude that everyone likes. That's
Their
not that good.
Their best player is that Vucevic guy who's pretty good, but all-star.
But yeah, I think the Raptors, off their shooting ability and their defense alone, are going to fucking thump this team.
And they have the most improved player, Siakam. The dude's nasty all of a sudden.
See, I haven't watched much of Siakam. He's a forward, right?
Yeah. I think I want to see it. See what his stats have went from. He's got to be the most improved. He's got a cool name, Pascal. Let's see. So right now he's averaging 17 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists. And last year... Sorry about that. Last year, he averaged 7 points.
And he jumped to what?
17.
Damn, dude. Get after. How many games he played?
He's a starter. He started 79 other 80 games.
Damn, dude. This Pascal Siakam.
He's big, lanky.
So can we talk about something too with this Raptors team?
And Kawhi's been resting half the season, so he's ready.
Well, Kawhi will be ready, and Kawhi's a good player. But I also think Kawhi is a guy they freaked out a little bit too much over.
I don't know. I think
he's definitely one of the most well-rounded. You can make an argument he might be the most fundamentally sound, well-rounded basketball in the league player in the league besides LeBron.
Even LeBron nowadays not the best defender.
But I gotta wait to see him be the man. He's the man right now on his team and stuff like that. Like, I definitely think a lot of what helped him get as good as he is being in that with Greg Popovich and all those guys. I couldn't believe he left. But I'm not one of those guys that was banging the table like Barkley was for the longest time, trying to say he's the best player in the league. I was never one of those guys. Although, shout out to the D's. Because I don't know if D's just guessed or whatever, but Kawhi Leonard in college didn't show the plethora of... So Kawhi Leonard did not show any inklings into possibly being the best player.
Yeah.
One of the best players in the league today. Dude, he couldn't score in college. He got most of his points because of his athleticism and stuff like that. And you knew he was an elite defender. He could rebound for his size and stuff like that. Somewhere along the line during the actual pros, D seen something and Kawhi Leonard was like, yo, Kawhi's going to be dirty someday. He's going to be that guy. And he was. Nate was right. But in college, I told Nate, I go, dude, that was back when I watched college basketball a lot. I didn't see any of this. I did not see him getting as good as he is now. I think a lot of it has to do with developing and working hard and being coached.
Well, yeah, so especially under that team. But he only played 60 games this season.
But he averaged 26 points. Yeah. Dang. Yeah, I don't know.
He's playing good.
Maybe I'd just like to see him really ratchet it up. I wonder how much if he would really ratchet it up. I by no means never thought he was like a top 3 player in the league. Is what I'm saying. That was the narrative.
I think the fact that he will guard your best player and he can score, I think that's why people were.
There's something to be said for that.
People were putting him up there.
Remember where kids, dudes used to guard the best player? Kobe. Kobe give you 40 and shut your best player down. You know what I'm saying? Jordan give you fucking 40, shut your best player down. That was the fucking shit. You don't see that nowadays. Yeah. Kawhi does.
Your
Giannis
best player
does.
now is resting on defense.
Yeah, the best player in the league is resting on defense. I find that so weird, but hey. Yeah, so I got
Bucks, Celtics.
I got the Raptors in 4.
Oh yeah. I don't see
I mean, the Magic got a bunch of nice young players, but I don't think any of them all fit together and stuff like that. And their best player's not that good. The guy they paid a lot of money to, he's not that good.
Yeah, it sucks. I mean, he's still young, but
so we'll jump over to the West. Warriors versus the Clip Show. I definitely think the Warriors are going to beat the Clippers bad, but I think these are going to be some fun games. The Clippers are the second best 3-point shooting and defensive team in the league.
Yeah. They can't.
It's going to be a shootout.
They just don't have a.
They don't have the shot creators that could consistently go out there and get points against like Durant and those guys.
Right.
Like, because Durant's become a way better defender in his own right. Like, who's their best scorer? Danilo Gallinari?
Yeah, I was trying to think.
Yeah, fucking Durant's gonna fucking put a kibosh on that.
And speaking of like your best player not playing defense, that's what the Warriors do. Like if I don't know, I'm trying to think. Like Westbrook, you won't see. Maybe Steph Curry would, but Steph Curry doesn't guard. Like they'll put Klay Thompson on the best guard on the team, and so Curry.
Like Klay could shut down Danilo. They're same size. Gallo's like an inch or two taller.
I think that's the reason why Thunder. We don't. I'll talk about that later. But I just think the Thunder threat, if they play good, obviously.
Yeah, but you don't know what team you're gonna get. So, but I think that.
I think the Thunder can make it all the way on the side.
I think the Clippers could steal a game, though. If they have a good enough shooting night, but I think they'll probably lose 4-0.
Yeah, I got them losing 4-0.
But yeah, I mean, not much to say there. What do you think about this? Is probably the most competitive in the first round, in my opinion. Rockets, Jazz.
This or the next one, probably.
Rockets, Jazz. How good's James Harden, dude?
Yeah.
He's Nate was telling me, too, that Harden's improved defensively this year or whatever.
Yeah, he's playing defense. I think that's the improvement. He wasn't really trying. He wasn't really trying before.
Oh, that's fucking funny. He's trying.
But the Jazz,
they're one of the best defensive teams in the league.
Yeah, I think since the All-Star break or since 2019, they're like the best team defensively.
Yeah, right.
What I have then?
I like the way these teams match up against each other.
Yeah, I have the Rockets in 6 or 7. The problem with the Jazz is Donovan Mitchell is their best player, and he's super inconsistent.
Like
I'll give it to him. He'll keep shooting.
Offensively, he's similar to Westbrook. Like he is a shot creator, but he's inconsistent at times.
Yeah.
Like him and Westbrook they both can create a wide array of shots. They can shoot it, drive, hit mid-range shots. You just never know if they're going to give you like a 10 of 25 night or a fucking 10 of, or 12 of 16 night.
And he'll be guarding James Harden,
which will be a dope matchup.
Yeah, but they're going to be draining him.
He'll probably
because they screen. He's going to be chasing them.
Ricky Rubio still out there for the Jazz, dude. Yeah. Good old Ricky Rubes. By the way, you can't steal the ball from fucking Ricky Rubio on the video game. It's so annoying. He's got 99 ball handling and ball possession. You just try to take it from him. He just moves it away from you. It's annoying as fuck.
Jay Crowder, he can hit shots.
Don't tell D's
good defense. Well, he was hitting shots for Celtics when they were
saying Jay Crowder.
Gobert, like the best. One of the better centers defensively.
I don't have a favorite basketball team now. But when we were in high school, Spencer knows this, dude. And that's why I'm such a huge Kobe fan as a player and stuff like that, is because, I like Kobe as a person too. I think Kobe's a G. But he hooked up with a girl who, whatever. I watched so much Kobe because my favorite team in high school was Utah Jazz. You know that, dude. I used to stay up late. I watched all the Lakers games, all the Jazz games. Dude, the Utah Jazz back in the day, that starting lineup, Boozer, Karolinko, Metalcore, D. Will, dude. That team was fun to watch.
Yeah, they were pretty good.
They were good. They played defense. Well, Boozer didn't play much defense, but he's out there going, just shooting on people and stuff. But yeah, dude, that was my team back in the day, and it was like a revolving door there at the 2-guard spot. Like one year it was Wesley Matthews. There was that Jesse Brewer or whatever the
Court. Not Corver.
We had Corver for a little bit too, but they had that wicked dark kid that Jesse Brewer or something Brewer. It's not Corey Brewer. It's a different Brewer. We had all kinds of different dudes on that team. That shit was so funny.
But Corver's on the Jazz right now.
Is he?
Comes off screen. I think they're dangerous.
Yeah, the Jazz are good when you can hit threes like they can, and you play that much defense.
Yeah.
I think they're weak. They're weak at point guard, though. I mean, Ricky Rubio could pass it and all that shit. But
he's not today's league point guard.
Yeah, he's unathletic and shit. You can't take the ball from him, though. Apparently. Apparently. Speaking of that, you and I are the only ones that play in the games for real on our franchise again.
Yeah, no one's enjoying
I simulated it up to like the fucking end of week 2. So you and I already started playing a game or whatever. You only got 2 losses.
Yeah, I think I'm 5-2, 6-2, something.
Right,
like
and everyone else they're all like 3-3. Everybody else, I think I'm undefeated right now.
It doesn't take long to play a game though. Like if you
it's
get
12, but you can simulate the middle of it with the sim.
Yeah, but you said they were having a hard time.
Oh yeah,
so if you sim it, or if you play like I play and try to get a lead.
Yeah, then you said use the sim.
Yeah, but if you can't get a lead, then you can't sim it.
Yeah, you got to keep playing. But if you could have heard them the other night,
the night we drafted.
So for anyone that's listening, and sees there's someone listening, we fucking play a serious NBA online league with Keegan, Adam, and Anton. And Anton's cool. I said we're going to take a vote. There's 5 of us, so we're going to figure out what difficulty you want it on. Anton likes a challenge. Anton's like, I'm cool with it being up 1, whatever, right? If you could have heard me playing my game, right, on the initial difficulty, the harder difficulty, me, Keegan, and Adam, we all sat down and played a game, right? All individual games, we're all playing. I won my game, right? I'm winning my game. I'm like, I'm up by like 14 right now, right? Dude, they were getting smoked and they were getting so mad. Adam's like, this is unreal. Sometimes he's like freaking out.
Sometimes, though, like, it is crazy.
Yeah, they just make everything.
Like, all right, you can just make every layup.
Yeah, like, you foul them, they just flick it over their head. It goes in. They won. But yeah.
Imagine if we were on, like, Superstar or whatever the highest one is.
Oh, dude. That's all right. I smashed Keegan.
Oh, yeah, I seen that.
Keegan wasn't too happy with that. Took him smoke down.
He's wasting my draft pick. That's all right.
How messed up was that, dude?
It's crazy how many picks they got, but it's my mission to Kobe White Rookie of the Year.
Kobe White Rookie of the Year?
I'm averaging like, I don't know, 20-something and like 13 assists.
With Kobe White?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. You're probably going to win it. I like my rookie. Right now he's playing great defensively.
Yeah,
I'm only averaging like 10 points a game.
Yeah, I think
with
10,
him.
yeah.
But I like him defensively and athletically. But yeah, right now I'm killing the game. I'm going for MVP with fucking Damian Lillard. I'm going for back-to-back MVP. I traded for Damian Lillard. I got him on the Knicks now. It's a fucking
yeah. Speaking of
Lillard. Speaking of Damian Lillard, I really... Dude, you know, I got excited for Paul George because he was fucking playing like a man.
No, playoff P's coming back.
Yeah, but he's not playoff P, though.
Yeah, we'll see. Saturday playoff. I don't know when.
He's not playoff P.
But...
That's been his knock. Is that like lately he hasn't been playoff P.
Yeah, All-Star break. I don't think he's been playing good. I know he had a shoulder injury.
But the last couple times he was in the postseason, he wasn't that good. Yeah. And I'm a huge Paul George fan.
I love Westbrook.
Why does everyone love Westbrook so much?
I think people hate him.
No,
the players hate him.
A lot of people like him.
They voted him
almost overrated.
Overrated, which is crazy. I think it's crazy.
Here's the thing, and it's something. This is probably something Adam and I disagree on. Basketball is one of those weird sports where the stats can be deceiving. I mean, that's why I'm not big on Giannis. Is because besides the fact that Giannis gets a little bit more rebounds, he does all the same shit Giannis does, except for he could create a shot a little bit more. He's Giannis 5'3" or 6'3". Westbrook.
Yeah.
He averages like a fucking triple-double, right?
He's averaged 30 year in a row.
But it doesn't equate to wins all the time. You know, like his style of play.
There is a stat, though.
And he's so inconsistent. You got to feel bad for Paul George. He's going to find out when he gets in these playoffs, dude. You watch, Paul George will have a game where he plays lights out and Westbrook flubs it for everybody. You watch, I'm telling you. Paul's going to be like, well, and Aiden Durant will call him up and be like, dude, I tried to tell you.
Well, there's a record I've seen.
Tried to tell you.
Oh, there's nothing updated. But I know when he gets a triple-double in-game, because obviously the average doesn't mean he's getting one every single game.
Right. So when he does get a triple-double.
Their winning rate's like 80-something%.
Oh, okay. That's interesting.
But he has games like...
But here's the thing. He proves me right about what I say about the shot creators. He could create a shot, but he can't consistently create a shot, especially in the moments when you need your best player to hit a shot. That's why... That's my only knock on the Giannis thing. Until Giannis gets to an NBA finals and makes some fucking crazy clutch shots.
He might get one this year.
But I'm just saying he's not a shooter.
Oh, I know.
And then Westbrook's so inconsistent of a shooter, but shooter got to shoot, you know?
Yeah, but Giannis, I guess you have to be a shooter nowadays.
You have to.
Anton
thought I was spot on because I correlate the ability to be a shot creator, consistently create shots, to being a high level quarterback. No matter what anyone says, when you get into the playoffs, your quarterback's got to be able to make some plays.
Right.
And in my opinion, those explosive high level plays are similar to a dude who could get the ball in his hands in the playoffs in the NBA and make high level shot creation shots. Like, you're not going to be able to spot up every time. The drive's not going to be there every time. You got to be able to have a diverse tool bag. It's a similar thing.
I don't know.
And he
shot 58% this year
from the field, but most of his shots are close.
No, I'm saying that. I mean, the drive seems to be there a lot for him.
But the game changes in the playoffs, dude. It becomes a half-court game. A lot of those drives come from him being able to space out, coming up the court and fast break. He's a one-man fast break. Teams aren't going to play that shit in the playoffs. He'll storm his way. They'll go to the finals. I think they're going to go to the finals.
Yeah, their team's really good.
This team's stacked, but they can't beat the Warriors. They can't beat the Warriors. So the Trailblazers, I'm picking the Trailblazers to beat them.
I'm picking Thunder, I think.
Taking the Trailblazers in 6.
I think I have Thunder 6 or 7. I just think, well, they don't have Nurkic, but what's his name's not bad. Cantor.
Dame's going to show out. That's why.
But the Thunder have good defensive players to play against their two best players, McCollum and Lillard.
But that's the thing.
Westbrook plays good defense. Well, they're one of the better defensive, especially steals. I think they have the most steals.
That's the thing I love about Westbrook, though, is no matter how bad he's shooting and shit, he still gives you maximum effort.
Yeah.
And he's an elite defender.
Paul George is, too.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, somehow it don't look like Paul George is, but he's always
these two middle Western Conference ones right here, the Rockets and Jazz and the Trailblazers and Thunders. Those are going to be the two best series of the first round, for sure.
I got my little sleeper down there at the bottom.
Yeah, I like the Spurs too.
Is
that what you're gonna say?
Yeah, I don't know if they're gonna win, but
that was one of my other upsets.
Yeah, them and the Nets are my only possible.
You
upsets.
you got the Thunder.
Yeah, I don't know if is that considered an upset. I don't know. It's not as.
No, I think the teams are both similar too.
The records are.
Those teams are similar. I think they're similar teams too.
And even if they switch, I mean, Jeremy Grant, I like him. He can switch on Dame and CJ McCollum too. Long 6'9".
The only problem with CJ McCollum, I don't know how good of a defender he is. Does he play defense or no?
I don't know.
He just looks like
ever watch their games.
But he looks like a dude that just don't play D though. Dame plays D.
Yeah, and I don't know. We'll have to see.
So yeah, Andy J ain't gonna like this one, but I'm taking Spurs beat the Nuggets.
Yeah, I was thinking about it, but then I just kept thinking
playoff DeMar DeRozan. He's healthy, right?
I think so. They need a playoff LaMarcus Aldridge.
Yeah,
he was playing good throughout the season, and if he, I don't know. But then you think of the Nuggets, the Joker, a bunch of young guys. They got even that Paul Millsap putting in work.
Yeah, I like Paul Millsap. I love how well coached the Spurs are, and I think they're underrated, man. They knock down shots. Dude, and DeMar DeRozan, people sleep on DeMar DeRozan, man. We were talking about that last night, Adam and I. LaMarcus Aldridge is one of the most overrated players of all time. Remember when everyone acted like he was the best power forward in the fucking league? It's like, yeah, that best power forward in the league, he averages 22-8. 22-8. He's the best power forward in the league.
Yeah.
He can't rebound, and he's fucking 6'11". And I agree with Anton. He can't jump. He's not athletic. Anton goes, even his shot, it's just like a set shot. He's not athletic. That's his problem.
To end the season, he had 34 points, 16 rebounds. They played the Mavericks, though. But I don't know.
What's he averaging this year? What, 21-8? 21-9?
21-9, yeah.
He's not that good. And he's soft as baby shit.
Who's going to guard him? Is going to be the Joker on him?
I mean, I think he could score on the Joker.
Yeah. But the Nuggets have a couple wild cards. Jamal Murray. He could go off for 50.
Scores it.
Yeah.
They got Gary Harris there. He can shoot threes. He can score it. I don't know the Spurs, though. I kind of like the Spurs over the Nuggets, man.
What do you think? Like it's got to go the distance though.
Yeah, it'll be a fighting. 7. It'll be a 7 game. They'll be scrapping for that shit. But I like the Spurs in that one.
Then I have not to go ahead, but
we can go ahead.
Skip Bayless has Spurs maybe going all the way.
He's nuts. No,
I know. He says stuff for.
Now the Spurs. Think about it though. The Spurs could beat the Thunder or the Trailblazers.
Yeah, we probably should wait though because we don't know who's gonna win. But yeah, his theory is
they can't beat the Rockets, Jazz, or the Warriors though.
His theory is that the Warriors, obviously they're gonna make it, they're gonna be tired, wilted.
Dude, fucking Skip's nuts, dude.
But obviously, I mean, those shows they just say stuff for the
word. They just say shit.
Kind of annoying, but sometimes they have good moments.
Skip.
But yeah, that's basketball first round.
Who do you think's gonna? What do you think the finals are gonna be? And we'll talk about it more. But who are you thinking? We'll have different reservations once we see some games.
I want to say the East is a lock for the Bucks.
Yeah, I think it'll be the Bucks.
I didn't think of the Raptors.
Bucks and the Raptors. The final, the Eastern Conference Finals will be the Bucks and the Raptors.
Barring anyone gets hurt.
Hopefully
not. But I think the West is kind of weird this year.
I think it's going to be the Warriors.
But the round 2 matchup for them, Warriors Rockets. That sucks for both of them. Because the Rockets almost beat them.
I think it'll be the Warriors and the Trailblazers, dude. I really do. I think Dame's going to be like
Warriors
and the Trailblazers, dude. Nurkic's going to come back with his bum leg and kick somebody in the face. Wow.
But it's crazy because it could be the Trailblazers, Thunder, or the Nuggets. I don't know if the Spurs are going to win.
I think
even if the Spurs beat the Nuggets, I don't know if they beat.
Isn't that not
team.
One of the weaker 2 seeds you've ever seen? Be honest here.
Oh, it is.
I don't think they. Here's the thing. I said the game changes. I think the way playoff games get played, dude. I don't like the way the Nuggets match up against a lot of these teams. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't like the way the Nuggets match up against the Rockets or the Jazz or the Warriors.
I think the Thunder beat Trailblazers 4-0 this year every time they played.
Really? Oh, we have to think about this then.
But I mean, they haven't shown up in the playoffs. Either of these teams haven't. So, Trailblazers and Thunder. I don't know. I guess. Let me see who plays Saturday. Nets, Sixers, Raptors, Orlando. Okay, so the top seed and the bottom seed, the ones playing. So Spurs and Denver, we'll see. We'll see on Saturday.
AJ will be so beside himself if the Spurs come out, just fucking shit on them. DeMar DeRozan drops 50.
All right, you want to talk about the UFC or no?
Oh yeah, we got a little time. You said 7, right?
Yeah.
We'll switch gears.
We talked about it a little bit,
but however, I will say right now, I think the Warriors are still going to win the whole thing.
Yeah.
You could just hit that fight card, Seltzer.
But I know people were worried about like the defense on Warriors defense, like people switching on to Boogie, but I think they've been playing pretty good defense.
I forgot they got Boogie, man. Fuck it, dude. Boogie will go all out.
Well, Boogie's be his first playoff game ever.
Dude, Boogie's one of my favorite players, man.
Never been to the playoffs. Technically he has, but he was hurt that one year when the...
All right, well, we'll monitor the NBA. I'm hoping to have Anton soon. You know, Anton said, maybe I should come on tonight, right? I was going to have Anton on here because he would have been able to break all this shit down better.
Yeah.
But fucking, he's like, I got to do my taxes. I'm like, it's fucking like summer.
He's waiting the last minute. There's only a couple more days left. All right.
All right, you could start at the prelims probably. Fuck the early prelims. Who do we got? Anybody on
fight
here?
card ain't that.
Nah, it's not that good.
This guy's got a black and white photo or some reason.
Go with the main card.
Do the main card. Like, what? I guess it's not bad, actually.
Yeah, so we'll start from the bottom. Nikita Krylov is coming back. If you remember Nikita? Remember his nickname was Al Capone for a while?
That's weird.
Which is corny as shit. Like, I think he changed it. But Nikita Krylov is an underrated fighter. He's well-rounded, too. Problem is he's fighting OSP, and OSP's a favorite, but you never know. Remember we talked about this a little while back?
It's even.
You never know what OSP is going to show up. He's almost the better athlete every time he steps in the cage.
Yeah.
And he's decently rounded. I would consider him a well-rounded fighter, but like if you graded well-roundedness on a scale of 1 to 10, he's like a 6. Like, he's okay in every area. He's not overly, like, good. But this is one of those weird fights. So, if Krylov wins, he can win any way possible. Krylov's got submission wins, knockout wins, right? Decision wins. But the only way I see Ovince St. Preux win this fight if he clubs Krylov.
Right.
Because that's how he wins his fights. Or the 800th Von Flue choke. Because he's the only one that does them ever. But, yeah, I like Nikita Krylov. Nikita Krylov's still young, too. I think he's only like 26. He can still make waves at 205. He used to fight a heavyweight.
Yeah, I remember.
Who you liking that fight? You like OSP? You taking OSP?
Yeah, I just think he's going to probably drop him.
You think he's going to drop him?
Probably.
OSP, man. He's like a gatekeeper slash journeyman. Like Anton likes to say, the journeyman.
Who was I thinking of that was the old school guy that if you could beat him, you're like in the top 10? I'm trying to think of who it was.
There's a couple guys like that.
Not he only
Clay Guida?
No, it's a different guy. It was a bigger guy. I can't think of his name.
Is it heavyweight or 205?
No, it was 205 or 185 maybe. It's just funny, but yeah,
there's a couple guys. You've piqued my interest to know who that guy is. Because then once you say it,
he's like popular, but he's not like you would.
What does he look like? Can you think of you see him in your head?
He's a white guy. Might have a weird goatee or beard. What is his name?
Was he from America?
I think so. But
a white guy at 185 with a goatee.
Might be 205.
Jorge Rivera. He's Hispanic.
No.
I'm trying to think. It's not Mark Munoz, is it?
No, it's just a regular name. Regular white, boring name.
This is gonna bug me now.
Who is it?
Who is this guy?
But I remember what was it? I'll probably look up like most UFC fights. He's gotta be on there.
Fun lot. Dude, this is gonna make me laugh when I see who this dude is. It's gonna be
I don't even know if he is
right. Most UFC fights at middleweight.
I don't even know if he was middleweight or if he even was the category.
Most UFC fights. Tio's got 29. Michael Bisping. Chuck.
Oh.
Who else? What is that name?
Diego Sanchez.
Is there more? No, it's as far as it goes.
There's gotta be more. Well, obviously there's more, but let's see.
This is fucking cracking me up, dude.
Oh my god, no one can give you a list. Most bouts. Here we go. These guys are too many.
Nate Marquardt.
Jeremy Stevens has 30. Oh.
Yeah, dude. Jeremy Stevens has been fighting the VOC since he was like 20. He's like 34 now. God, this is gonna bug me, dude. Oh, okay. So you can hit another class.
Yeah, I think this is like rank current though.
Oh.
Damn, who was it? I don't know. That's funny though.
Is it Stephan Bonner?
No.
It's not Forrest Griffin. Evan Tanner, Pedro Hizzo, Cameron Shogun.
Wait, what is this? 35.
It's not Dan Severn.
No, this is like a headline.
Dude, that's gonna bug me now. You see, he's got a goatee. A white dude with a goatee.
Or it's just regular. I don't remember.
It's not Chris Lieben, is it?
No. How do I get out of here?
Fuck, that's gonna bug me now. We'll have to try to remember that for the next episode.
I don't even know if he like fits the. For some reason, he's just in my head as that guy. For some reason,
Paul Buentello. I don't know.
No, it's not.
Oh, this is gonna bug me so much. We've watched so many fights, though. That's what makes this so hard. See, a lot of people are like, "Oh, we watch our sports a lot, dude." We've watched every fight like ever since we were kids. Do you hear Andy J on the last episode? He was like, dude, I didn't know what MMA was, and I never watched MMA until I came over your house for Shogun versus Machida 2. First time I ever watched MMA. He goes, "It was in your living room," and I was like, "It's right, baby." Keith Jardine, is that who it is? Yo, he is one of those guys. Keith Jardine. He did have a goatee too. Wow, that might have been who you're talking about. Yeah, maybe. Dude, look at all dudes that beat him.
Luke Rockhold, Chuck Liddell.
He's had his moments though. He's had big wins.
Rampage.
Yep,
Bear.
It is. That had to be who you're thinking of. Keith Jardine. That's a fucking name, yeah, the dude. Goatee. Yep, that's him.
I found it by looking at.
That's fucking funny. Keith Jardine. Andy J'd be laughing if he was watching this.
This guy's got 98 MMA fights.
Jesus Christ.
All right, but yeah, that's funny.
Jeremy Horn had like 100-something MMA fights. Moving on, Alan Joban versus Dwight Grant. I'm a huge Alan Joban fan, but he's kind of one-dimensional.
I've been hearing about him for a while, but I never really watched either of these guys.
He keeps stringing some wins together and then dropping one when he really needs one, strings some together, and then he gets another fight where a win will catapult him, then he drops one. But he's fighting this kid, Dwight Grant, who I think he's off the Contender Series. I'm not sure.
Not many ranked guys on this card. Oh, you're talking about the body snatcher?
The body. That's one of the greatest names ever. The body snatcher. Well, I tell you what, the body snatcher's getting a fucking real high level chance.
I thought that was Maul for a sec. Looks like Maul.
Yo. Go back. Yeah, he's getting this is a good fight to test where this Grant kid's at. If he's coming off the Contender Series.
He's 34 years old though. That's crazy.
Oh, he's not a kid. Yeah, I don't know. I'll take Alan Joban in that fight because, I mean, Alan Joban's one of those dudes where he's a guy that's got the skills to be in almost every fight. Like, he's a really high-level striker. Got power, athletic. He's hard to take down. I'll take Alan Joban in this fight by knockout. I've never seen this Grant win. I mean, who knows? I've never seen him fight.
Okay, this next fight is these two, Eric Anders.
Okay, so we talked about this, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, we did.
On another episode.
I think the last one.
I think Khalil Roundtree's going to fucking knock out Eric Anders. I like Eric Anders. He's nice and all that stuff, and he's a gamer, but Eric Anders, well, to be fair, so I love watching Khalil Roundtree fight because he's a savage.
Yeah, just fun knockout. Yeah.
Power, technical striking.
Right.
No gas tank, though. So he's going to have to get out there and finish it quick. Eric Anders has got a gas tank. I mean, he's a high-level athlete. For the
and he was a 185er, right?
Yeah.
At one point?
Yeah, he was a 185 at one point.
So
both of these dudes were 185ers at one point. Man, look at the way Khalil Roundtree's built. If you could be built like anyone, you probably want to be built like him. He looks older than he is. He's young, isn't he? He's only like 27 or... No, maybe he's older than that. I'm not sure. Khalil Roundtree Jr.?
29.
Yeah, so he came into the league when he was 27. So I like Khalil Roundtree a lot as a fighter. He has no ground game, though. He's all right at not getting taken down. When he gets on the ground, especially if he's tired, he just looks like he doesn't know what he's doing there at all.
Yeah.
I watched one fight with him with somebody, and I'm pretty sure it was him, was on his back. He didn't even know, dude, you know it's bad when you know a guy's barely ever grappled. When they're on the floor, the dude just doesn't even know how to make the initial steps to get his guard underneath him and try to figure out a solution to getting up.
Crazy thing is how far you can make it like that.
Right. I will say this. Well, in MMA, if you're athletic enough, a lot of these athletic guys do a good job at not getting taken down because they do a good job putting themselves in position and not getting taken down because they're big, strong, and fast. But Enders, he's kind of a wild fighter. He's not overtly skilled in any really area. He punches really hard. He's athletic, but I'm going to take Roundtree to either win a decision or a knockout in this fight. But I will say this. Eric Enders has shown he could take some dudes down every now and then.
Yeah.
If I was Eric Enders, I would say Eric Enders is probably the better athlete. If I was Eric Enders, I'd try to get him against the fence and take him down. Because if he could take him down, it would be a long night for Khalil Roundtree because he gasses out after one round. Every time.
Both coming off a loss. Didn't Roundtree just get
he got fucked up by somebody. Is that his last one against Johnny Walker?
That guy's awesome.
Yo, Johnny Walker's a fucking man. Dude, that shit was fucking ruthless. Yep. Yeah, he's looking to bounce back. I feel like it's a good bounce back fight though after you get a fucking baseball bat lodged in your head like your last fight.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna take Khalil Roundtree in this fight. I think he's the better striker, and I think most likely this fight will be contested on the feet. I don't think Eric Enders looks to take him down.
Yeah, I got Roundtree.
We'll see. This matchup, we've talked about all these fights, but I've said this before. I really think that Israel Adesanya is probably going to handle Kelvin Gastelum.
Yeah, I've been thinking about this fight. I can imagine just him, Gastelum coming in with just a monster overhand or something.
get it there. Adesanya's almost 6'5".
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's crazy. I will say this about Calvin Gastelum though. The reason why I'm taking Adesanya in this fight is because I think we talked about in the last podcast. What is like the first thing you always hear a guy that watches like the fights a little bit go? You like, what do you think about this fight? They're like, the minute they see like a 2-inch reach discrepancy, they're like, but this dude, the reach is going to be the difference. The reach, and it's like, there's not a lot of dudes in MMA. Most of them really don't know how to use their reach effectively. Israel Adesanya is one of those only ones that do know how to use their reach effectively.
Especially this much of a reach advantage.
Massive. What is it, like almost a fucking foot or some shit? I got longer arms than Calvin Gastelum. He's also 3 inches shorter than me.
Yeah, so he's only 5'9".
Yeah,
he's about 8.5.
He's got 80 inches of reach. That's scary.
Yeah, but what's crazy is what's John Jones? I mean, they have him listed at 6'4". He might be taller, but
he's like, yeah, he looks like he's 6. He looks like
John Jones has 84 or something like that, 82. So
85.5. I'm pretty sure it's 85.5. That's scary. But yeah, Adesanya's got the reach advantage. He's got the overall striking advantage. In my opinion, if he decides to bite down on it and push, he can knock dudes out. I mean, he's knocked tons of guys out, but I'm saying he's got underrated power, I think.
He better look better than he did against Silva.
I have my reasons as to why he did
it cool.
Yeah, I think he just didn't want to fuck Anderson up and played it cool and made it, and it fought a more like point style striking fight, you know?
Right.
Adesanya's got more skills than just striking. If Adesanya wanted to, he probably could put him on the fence, try to beat him up and run his fucking elbow through his skull and shit. He didn't. He didn't fight the way he normally fights. He just boxed pretty much the whole time and kicked Anderson's legs.
I'm sure the UFC wants him to win. Adesanya.
Oh, for sure. Adesanya's a draw, dude. Yeah. I like him a lot.
Yeah, he's cool.
Yeah, he's a cool dude. It's rare guys come along where they got the whole package. He's articulate. He's a good-looking guy. He's extremely athletic, ultra skilled, brings it, talks smack. Like he's got it all. And my thing is this: honestly, Calvin Gastelum could win this fight, but I just think Calvin Gastelum's not going to approach the fight in the way he needs to win this fight. Calvin Gastelum has a high-level gas tank. You can make the argument that Calvin Gastelum, when he fights and puts it all together, is in the upper echelon of actually MMA fighters, like the ability to mix it all together. Chael Sonnen always says this, that he thinks that in a fighter sense, like what it means that like he could just fight. Like he's well-rounded and knows how to take a fight all over the place. No matter where he is, he's never uncomfortable. He could just fight. Right. He thinks he's one of the best fighters in the UFC. And he coached him on the Ultimate Fighter, if you remember that.
I remember that season, yeah.
So if Calvin comes with the right game plan, he can make this fight competitive. But if he decides to stand there and strike with Adesanya, I think he gets knocked out in 1 to 2 rounds.
Really?
Yeah. He's got too much reach advantage. He's too good with that reach advantage, coupled with his power and skills. I don't see him doing what he did to Michael Bisping to Adesanya.
Right.
I don't see it. He's way too fast. Moves in. He's not going to be there for him to land those bombs. Calvin Gastelum's got to look to close the distance, dirty box, try to take him down.
Got to go Cormier on it.
Yeah, he's got to fight. He's got to fight that bowling ball, get in there, push him against the fence fight style. I don't think he should stay. He can't stay at range. He'll lose. And if he plays it safe, staying at range, he could probably lose a decision.
Yeah, I'll say he's gonna lose no matter what. Then at that point, there's no way. How's he gonna hit him if he's?
I don't see it. Could be wrong. Calvin Gastelum's been clubbing tons of dudes. He clubbed a couple guys with long reach. I mean, he fucking fucked Jacare up.
So it's literally like from the monitor to my head is the reach difference. That's crazy.
Oh yeah, it's massive. That's massive. 71.
That's like literally.
That's how many inches? It's almost 10 inches.
Yeah, 8.5. I'm saying Gastelum probably literally has my reach was probably that, or
yeah, it's probably yours
because we're the same height. But
the height doesn't always determine it, but on average it does.
Yeah, I think most people are at the same height or an inch.
Connor's 5'9". He's got the arms I have lengthwise. Connor's got 74.5 inches of reach. That's about what mine is. And he's 5'9". A couple of these guys, like Kevin Lee's got 75 inches of reach. He's 5'9". So, like, remember Johnny had long arms and he's fucking 5'8", 5'9"? Like, some people just have it. Then you got dudes that got really short arms. Like, I know guys that have really short arms, short hands, they're tall, like T-Rex looking motherfuckers.
Wait, who's the best one? Artem.
Yeah, Artem's got, what, 67? And he's like 5'10", isn't he?
He's listed at 5'9" with a 5'5" wingspan.
No way.
I don't know how true that is.
No, go 5'5", is that all weight?
Yes, that's 65.
How many inches is that?
65 inches. His height would be 69. His reach would be 65, I think. Yeah, I don't think.
That's what I said. It was lower. 65 inches of reach. Dude, did you see that bare knuckle fighting with him and fucking Homeboy?
Did you see them after?
Oh my lord, that shit ain't right, dude.
Yeah, I know.
Like, I'm all for you adding the rules, but there's something about those gloves. You kind of need those 2-inch gloves, I think.
Rogan wanted
Rogan wanted it. I don't.
No gloves.
And you know how fucked up I am. I don't know. Should I say that? Because I think they should be able to soccer kick each other and kick each other on the floor. I believe that. But
I don't like that either.
I love that, so I feel like I can't complain. I like knees to a head and down opponent. You can't generate that much power with a knee on the ground like that. Well, unless you're Rampage Jackson.
That's funny.
But yeah, so I mean, I'm taking Adesanya. Now, I will say this. The hype on Adesanya is real. But I still would like to see him fight like Yoel Romero and like Luke Rockhold or somebody like that. Because I think this is the best fighter he's fought. This is the best fighter he's fought.
If you look,
I think Calvin would fuck Anderson Silva up.
Oh yeah. If you just look at, not to put it against him, but he hasn't fought many.
He hasn't fought a lot of good guys. Who's his best fight prior to this? Anderson?
Well,
yeah, Anderson.
Technically, but Brunson might be better than, I don't know.
No, it's Anderson. Anderson's still good for fucking 43. You know, it's normal, guys. At 43, steroids, it's all good. We're going to have fun. But yeah, this is the best fight he's had. So, I mean, Calvin can win this fight, but I think he's going to fight in a manner that's going to make it hard for him to fight. I think he's going to stand there and strike with him.
I don't see how he could.
He'll try. You know, but he's knocked out. But he's knocked out a lot of guys that could strike that are long, though. He fucking fucked up Jacare, fucked up Tim Kennedy. Tim Kennedy's got decent length and he can strike. He fucked up, dude. He knocked Michael Bisping's head into the fucking 20th row. He's beat some long guys that can strike, but I think if he stands a strike, I think this kid's just too crispy.
Yeah,
too crispy. His reaction time alone to striking, like he makes dudes miss. Like dudes will throw cat kicks at him, he leans all the way back and they miss. Like no one does that.
Well, it's a good test, I guess.
Let's see who Calvin's beat. Like you look at Mike's got what they listed 75.
Yeah, so
that's decently long.
He's got 5 more inches. Calvin's beat.
I think Jacare's got long arms, right?
But
Jacare's not that great of a striker in my opinion. Yeah. But Dustin Poirier looking huge.
Well, speaking,
Jacare. You lost to Weidman, huh?
Yeah, I didn't know that. Sub. Just curious.
Or he didn't knock Jacare out. He beat him up bad, right?
Yeah, decision. Oh.
Those stats a little wonky out there. A little wonky out there. Jacare's huge at that weight.
Short arms.
He's got shorter arms. Wow, I thought his arms were long. Oh, well. But yeah, a kid this long.
Even the leg reach. Jeez.
Who knows how to actually use that range, and he's not even there when you try to hit him and shit. Like, he's just too good on the feet.
His athleticism, or striking, his footwork combined with his length. So
it's just hard. That's hard to beat. The only guys I think that when they're on top of their game that would be able to withstand being in there with him striking, I mean, I don't know if anyone can. I mean, when Rockhold actually fights the best of his ability, I mean, Rockhold and Adesanya would have been a good fight, but yeah, I mean, we'll see. I mean, Adesanya's only 29.
He hasn't fought in years, feels like.
Who?
Freaking, what's his name? Whitaker. I feel like I've seen him fighting forever.
Bobby Knuckles. That'll be a great fight. Bobby Knuckles can scrap.
Because this is This gets the
interim title.
So then that means you get the belt title shot.
So yeah, I'm taking Adesanya.
Okay.
Well, you like Gastelum?
I don't know really.
No, you don't know. It is a tough fight.
I'd like for Adesanya to win.
Me too. I'd like to see him win.
Because I don't know if Gastelum. Oh, he's supposed to have the
Gastelum
title
looks
shot,
like he
wouldn't
just tried to bang a girl. Did he not? Look at him with his little scowl.
Looking.
He's just like.
That'd be interesting.
And then you already know, dude. You already know, dude.
2 inches shorter than his height reach too. It's kind of.
You already know, dude. Max Holloway versus Dustin the Diamond Poirier. This fight's so hard to call, honestly. If you're being honest with yourself about these fighters, this fight's so hard to call. Who the fuck knows? All the pros are taking Max. All the coaches are taking Max. I will say I can make the argument that Dustin Poirier has displayed being the more well-rounded fighter, whereas Max just strikes everyone. But Max was like, you know, why I seen him on the, what was it, that show I like, the Luke Thomas show.
Oh, Luke Thomas.
And he goes, you know, he's like, there's levels to this, you know. He's like, why would I go grapple with you? He goes, you can't get past my striking. Just keep striking and all that stuff. He goes, why would I do it? He's like, be my striking first. He's like, then I'll choke you out and all that stuff. So, like, yeah, I mean, I'm rooting for Dustin Poirier. He's like Andy J and I talked about, he's my fourth favorite fighter of all time, man. I've been waiting for this moment since I was like 20 years old, waiting for this moment for him to get a title shot.
He's got that power, especially, I mean, I don't know.
If I was Dustin, I would strike my way in there and look to grapple.
Grab him, yeah.
I would grapple with him and I would hold him down, try to beat him up, submit him. That's how I beat him the first time. Max has improved. And also Max is open to standing there every now and then and creating a little bit of a firefight.
Right.
And I think Poirier should try to walk him down and try to get him to get in that firefight so he can look for takedowns. God, I want to see Poirier win so bad. What do you think? You taking Max? Most people are. I'm rooting for Poirier, but I don't really have I really think either guy can win. So
yeah, I don't see how people are so like convinced.
They're dismissive of Poirier. It's cool.
Yeah, like instantly.
I was reading some articles today. I would say probably 80 to 90% of the fighters picked Poirier to win, and every single high-level coach broke it down and they all picked Holloway to win, and every single coach that they asked broke it all down and picked Holloway to win.
Yeah, he's a minus 210. So money to be made on Poirier. A little bit of money.
Which is closer than I thought. I thought that they were going to make Max a higher favorite than that. And then the winner of this gets Khabib in September. I think Poirier matches up better against Khabib, though. I've been saying this for the past 2 years. I've said Poirier and Justin Gaethje match the best against him. That's my opinion. I think Nate says Tony Ferguson does, but here's the thing: if you can't actually wrestle and have a well-rounded bag, I think Poirier or Tony Ferguson, the way he's built and the way his jiu-jitsu is, Tony Ferguson's jiu-jitsu is kind of like, you know, I'm content with being guardy in abstract positions and I'm cool wherever it goes, whereas Poirier's jiu-jitsu is get power position, grab control, pound you, pass, pound pass, right, beat you until you find submission, and he's comfortable everywhere too. But I like Gaethje. I like Gaethje in the way Poirier matches up against those guys because I think they have more avenues to have a chance of winning. Whereas, you know, Max is just going to go out there and strike with Khabib and hope he doesn't get taken down. And I don't think Max has anything on the ground for Khabib at all. You know, like look at back at the Khabib fight with Ali Quinta. So you can make the argument that Khabib because Khabib goes, I wanted to be in there more. He's like, I want to feel it. He goes, he said he didn't fight. He said he took his foot off the gas tank, and that's why it looked closer in a fight than where he was. I do agree with him to an extent, but I do think that style, that sprawl and brawler guy, is what you need to be good at to beat Khabib. You need to be able to sprawl and brawl against Khabib. Right. And I think that's why Ali Quinta had some success against Khabib. He actually stopped some takedowns. He landed some shots. I mean, but what I think is, I think Poirier and Gaethje do that well-rounded style of brawl better than anyone else in MMA. That's what I think. Those two guys, I think, have the best shot at beating him. I've been saying Kevin Lee a little bit. I was on this Kevin Lee train where I thought Kevin Lee matched up well against him, but Kevin Lee's thing is he likes to beat himself before he goes into a big fucking UFC fight. But
yeah, I don't know who I got. I really don't like.
You could say it. You could say it, dude.
I was thinking Poirier, but
I think the grappling and the power can be the difference of Poirier.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Power.
The grappling and the
Max
power.
is in there on you.
Max gets hit.
Yeah, he's in there because
Why and I?
That pressure.
Why and I? We here. Me and Rush, his kid. He named his kid Rush.
Yeah,
Me and Rush, we coming on skateboards. We're here.
We're here. Yeah.
It is what it is. But man, I would love to see if Poirier beats Max and then beats Khabib. I'm retiring from watching MMA for the rest of my life, dude. Not just be like, if Poirier beats Max and beats Khabib, Poirier is my favorite fighter of all time.
So what about if Holloway wins and he faces Khabib? What's the outcome there?
I think Khabib beats Holloway.
He just grabs him?
I think he grabs him up, beats him up. And I'm not saying that Khabib can't do the same thing to the other two I mentioned earlier.
Right.
I just think their styles make it so they're going to have more opportunities to capitalize on the fact that they can beat anyone up and put him away. If Dustin Poirier has proven and Gaethje have proven right now, two of the most dangerous dudes when it comes to they can fucking get you in a bad position, hurt you, and they are relentless and they will put you away.
Right.
Don't think for a second like Michael Johnson hurt Khabib with a punch. Don't think for a second that Gaethje or Poirier or even Max could hit Khabib and put him away. Max too. Max smells blood in the water. He swarms you and puts you away.
Right.
So, but Max is more, in my opinion, Max is more deficient in the grappling area than Gaethje and Poirier.
Was Gaethje a wrestler? It looks like.
Yeah, he's a really good wrestler too. He just chooses to knock everybody out. So, yeah, I'm going Dustin Poirier, rooting for Dustin Poirier, taking Dustin Poirier, and I love Max too. But
I hope it's a good one. Hopefully.
And the Holloway will stick around at 155 if he loses. Like, kidding me? You can have a Holloway and McGregor rematch, both coming off losses. If Max loses, that'd be a huge fight.
I don't know if that's a good fight first.
But I think Max would fuck Conor up.
Yeah,
and I think Dustin will fuck Conor up now.
Yeah,
I think both of those two have improved. I think they'd both fuck Conor up now.
Yeah, I think Conor's overrated. So
I don't think he's overrated. I just don't think his mind's not
fan
fighting
perception.
anymore.
He just has all the popular fans, and everyone acts like he's the best ever. But that's not his fault.
I still think he's like a top 7 55er in the world.
Oh yeah.
It's just, let's be real here. The UFC's kind of giving him favorable matchups on his come up.
He did drop
He fucked up Eddie Alvarez.
Which he just got knocked out again.
That's a good matchup. Did anyone really think that Eddie Alvarez was going to go out there and really try to wrestle him? Let's wrestle. Conor say that. Let's wrestle, kid.
Holloway's not going to wrestle him, though.
Huh?
Holloway is not going to wrestle McGregor.
No, but I think Max at this stage is striking's gotten so better and he's really crispy. I think they were back and forth. They were pretty back and forth in the striking. I mean, Conor edged him out and won, but that was when Max was a kid. Why and I? But I'm taking Poirier. What do you think about what's going on with all this new Conor shit, dude? You think he's done for?
I don't know. Supposedly he say got in a fight in Ireland or something like
that. We'll end on this stuff, but it's like conflicting reports. Pretty sure some sources say that Conor was acting a fool and talked some shit to some dudes or whatever, and got into it with some guy and punched him or whatever and beat him up. Then there's other reports that say Conor was partying with some friends or whatever, and these two dudes approached him about something and got all tried to muscle him and I hear rumors that Conor hangs out in areas that have some gang shit going on. Like he chops it up with Irish gangsters and stuff. And two dudes fucking approached him or whatever, and supposedly Conor fucked both of them up or something, in self-defense supposedly. And he wrote on something on Instagram, or you might be looking at it on where he goes, "The truth will come out" and all this stuff, blah blah blah. He goes, "Not everything." No, he's like, "Not everything is as it seems," and all this stuff he wrote on Twitter. He goes, "The facts and the truth will come out. Give it time." And then he wrote this, too. Read that.
So I broke my foot 3 weeks out from the bout. Still marched forward, however, and also landed the final blows of the night on his blood brother. I'm happy with how the contest went and the lessons learned in my fighting. And more importantly, my preparation time will reveal all.
Did you see what that one kid posted? He goes, "What do you call that?"
Yeah, I think he responded to
that. Yeah.
Very
Connor said he was at 30% for that fight. That's
very happy with my defense. Precarious position with a head pin against fence. Every movement must be calculated. Blah, blah.
But yeah, I don't know. I mean, God, like, Connor had a chance if he would have came ready to fight and been in. He wasn't in shape either. Wasn't in shape for that fight. That was the most weird thing. Wasn't in shape for the fight. He had opportunities in that fight to really hurt Khabib and strike with him and stuff. He got knocked down himself. It wasn't a good look. And that could have gone so much worse for him. I mean, he lasted 4 rounds and finally Khabib choked him and shit. But,
yeah.
You know, I don't know, dude. I don't know. I mean, it's sad when you see this stuff happening. He's becoming the next John Jones. But
John Jones isn't like, I don't know.
John Jones got in trouble too.
I'm just saying he's not publicly as like annoying as
yeah,
Conor.
I would say what happens is it's not. He is, but John, like, he's not flamboyant. Like he's
annoying. Like if you watch the
John hits him
in DC,
a pregnant bitch somewhere on a side street with a car or something like that, or John does this or John does that, and whatever. You don't hear about it for some reason. They don't talk about it as much, but that just goes to show you though. Conor is the biggest star in the UFC. He is the biggest star because they don't shut the fuck up about it. We barely talk about John Jones' shit, and he's gotten tons of trouble. He drug head and fucking running bitches over, cheating on his wife. Like, he's a scuzz. But, like, we don't talk about that as much because he's just not as big as a draw and is not as big of a star as Conor is.
Well, and it's easy to hate on when Conor's lost, so it's easy to, bring stuff up. I mean, John Jones has never lost. Technically.
Yeah, he's never lost. But yeah, so I don't know. We got what's coming up on the horizon. Can you go back one before we'll just check these before we hop off?
I think we talked about some of these last time too.
Yeah, we did talk about some of these. Keep going.
When's the next main?
Rose versus Andrade. That'll be a good fight. I think Rose is just too good. Andrade is cool. She's really tough. Oh, God. You know, they're doing the Anderson Silva retirement tour when he gets to fight Jared Cannonier. That'll be a good fight. Jose Aldo versus Alexander Volkanovski. I think Aldo beats him.
Yeah.
Nogueira? Oh, it's Rogerio. Never mind. I thought it was Big Nog. Thiago Alves versus some Randall. Hop back one. Lee versus Dos Anjos. What do you think about that fight?
Oh, it's in Rochester.
Yeah, I got to work. Or, well, you know, that's the night of Alana and Max's wedding, isn't it? Yeah, so, like, if I get the night off for that, I'm not going to be able to go regardless. But I thought about it. I'm like, maybe Nate and I should go. And I go, oh, that's a good fight card, too. That sucks. Go down. Megan Anderson, Antonio Carlos Jr. That's a good little fight card for up here, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, that sucks. Aspen Ladd. That sucks. But yeah, how do you feel about that fight? I mean, that's a fight that can go either way because you never know what fucking Kevin Lee's going to show up. You always know what Dos Santos is going to show up. Kevin Lee could be walking into a buzzsaw. And I've been a big Kevin Lee fan, but it's like, and he's still young. He's like 26, but like, I hope he gets his head right. Those losses to Ali Quinta aren't because Ali Quinta's a better fighter. Kevin Lee wigged himself out in those fights. Remember the first fight? He was fucking crying.
Yeah.
He's in the corner after he was winning the fight, and then he cried and then went out there and got submitted. I was like, what happened? Yeah, dude. I don't know. That's a really good fight, him versus Lee. Let's see how expensive these tickets are. Give me a front row ticket.
Floor.
Wow.
274.
Dang.
297.
That's actually, yeah. But yeah, I'm happy the UFC's coming. We gotta catch one soon, Spons.
Yeah, that would have been a good one to go to.
That would have been a good one to go to, but we're gonna be busy.
Yeah, interesting.
How much are those tickets?
These ones?
Yeah.
Oh, they're not cheap either. $255.
Those are expensive.
I think the floor seats are kind of like the worst ones because you can't even. You're like kind of level with the.
I don't know. All I know is, dude. I you know what? In closing, I want to talk about something because we're not big and popular yet. So it's not like the UFC is paying us money to talk about this shit. So, you know who puts on a great fucking show?
Huh.
Bellator, dude. I was front row with Kevin for his fight. And Bellator, dude. Bellator puts on a fun show, dude. I met celebrities there. I met Ron Perlman there. All kinds of shit, dude. There was tons of celebs walking around. Like these people, like fighting's more popular than people know. What I'm wondering is,
I think it's kind of like the cool thing to go to, probably though, right now.
Yeah, dude, the fights. You know what it is because almost everyone, can understand a fight, kinda. Like a fight's way more exciting than like any other sport.
Yeah.
Like if you were like, oh, there's a basketball game you can go watch over here, or so and so is about to fucking scrap in the parking lot for $100, like we'd be going over to the fight, like, you know. So fighting's just a universal thing, but Bellator puts on a really, really good fight, dude. I was impressed, like the production, the way they do the thing with the ramp, where the dudes walk out the ramp and stuff like that. It was just fun. It was fun to see my buddy just tear it up.
Yeah,
he's gonna be back soon. I gotta start getting them guys on the podcast.
Bring it to him.
We might have to bring it to him because, like, I got to go back over there next week. I'm going out with Mom and some friends Monday, but Wednesday I'll be back in the gym.
That's good.
So I got to get with them. I got to get back with them. And Farrell Roach wants to do it because he's had a couple big wins, and Kevin's gonna be back fighting. I'm hoping for Bellator. I hope they give him another fight. He fought. He looked impressive. He won the whole. Pretty sure he won 30-27. And then I was
picking a one fight deal.
Yeah. I don't know. He was impressive. He fought a better veteran than a lot of fights. And Kevin threw everything but the kitchen sink. That guy. You should have seen that dude's face after. I got photos of it. That dude was destroyed. And then Kevin comes up to me. Hey, he goes, "How do you think I did?" And Kevin's such a fucking sweetheart. I go, "Kevin, well, you did fucking great." I go, the only thing I would say is, stop being nice to dudes.
Right.
Like, I was just kind of joking with him, but, like, Kevin's kind of too sportsman sometimes. Like, Kevin will do what he needs for you to put you away, but, you know, he's definitely, like, the respectful samurai. You know what I'm saying?
There's nothing wrong with that as long as you're not. I mean, you can, I don't know.
Like, he had that guy in positions where if he really probably wanted to, he could have ratcheted up and just made it so his kids never knew what he looked like again. Dad fought the crazy white kid with the long hair, and he never looked the same. Like, but yeah, dude, I love Kev. I hope I see him Wednesday. But yeah, him, Roach, there's a couple other guys. Get all those guys on from the gym, talk about like all the fighting and all the fighting experience and stuff like that. A lot of the guys fighting in the backwoods shows and all the gladiator shows to fighting in the big time now. So, yeah, it should be good. You got anything you want to say? We got to start setting that up.
Nope.
You got any plugs?
No.
No, you ain't going to plug JC Spenny on PS4? Or what is it on?
Speaking of PS4, you can change your gamer tag now.
Are you going to change it?
Yeah.
What do you change it to?
I don't know yet.
Oh, your hybrid Spen on PS4.
Yeah.
I like that, though.
I don't know. It was a joke to mess with D's.
Yeah, D's.
He's not hybrid.
He's not hybrid.
But yeah, he doesn't play anyway.
Yeah, we just wanted to get a little, at least make sure we said a little something about basketball. If Anton gets it together, I'm trying to have Anton back because we can give Kyle a run-in for guest of the year. Kyle needs some competition. So we gave our playoff predictions, talk about the fight this weekend. Sometime next week, we'll get on here and probably talk a little more basketball and talk about the Diamond becoming the intern champ. So till then, we'll holla at you.
See ya.